Good evening, I'm Sayed Chitrakar and these are the headlines of the hour. The Parliamentary Hearing Committee rejects Krishnaman Pradhan for the post of Election Commissioner. The Constitutional Council fails to recommend an individual with high moral character. Number of tigers in Nepal triples within the past 12 years. Conflict between tigers and human increases, with the main reasons being food scarcity, habitat exploitation and forest encroachment. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his opposition rival Edmundo Gonzalez each claimed victory in a presidential election after a vote marked by accusations of underhand tactics. And Nepal's Manita Shrestha defeated in judo at the Paris Olympics. Nepal's Prince Tahal to face Nagat Nguyen of Ireland in badminton at 55 minutes past midnight tonight. The Parliamentary Hearing Committee has rejected Krishnaman Pradhan's recommendation for the post of Election Commissioner. The meeting of the committee held earlier today rejected Pradhan with majority, citing he had withdrawn his name. Pradhan withdrew his name earlier today after it became certain that he would be rejected by the Parliamentary Hearing Committee. He had written a letter to the committee to inform about his decision. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli and Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Deuba had concluded that Pradhan's recommendation could not be approved amid widespread criticisms regarding his character. The meeting of lawmakers from the ruling CPN-UML and Nepali Congress had also decided not to approve Pradhan's recommendation. The meeting of the committee, which was scheduled for 11 a.m., had been postponed for 5 p.m. this evening, following Pradhan's preparation to withdraw his name. He went on to allege certain groups of spreading propaganda to assassinate his character. The Constitutional Council had recommended Pradhan to the post on 16th of June last month. The Parliamentary Probe Special Committee formed to investigate the misuse of depositors' money by cooperatives has recommended the government to immediately repatriate 18 individuals accused of involvement in the irregularity who are abroad. The meeting of the committee held earlier today recommended Home Minister Ramesh Lekhak to bring home the 18 individuals against whom complaints have been filed for investigation. Chairperson of the committee, Surya Thapa, said that the conclusion can be reached only after interrogating the accused. The committee has suggested to immediately bring home GB Rai, Gyan Bahadur Bomjan, Than Bahadur Rai, Bhupendra Rai, Tasbiran Khatun, Ashraf Ali, Subhas Kesi, Bharat Maharjan, Rajmaya Maharjan, Sachin Maharjan and Sarala Maharjan, who have been alleged of financial irregularities. Chair Thapa said that Tej Bahadur Bomjan, Devkumar Nepali, Cheda Nepali, Deepak Paudel, Linanath Gautam, Prem Dhwaj Lama and Mahashankar Regmi were also abroad. The committee has demanded the Home Ministry to make arrangement for manpower and time to interrogate various individuals who are in police custody for their alleged involvement in cooperatives fraud. The committee had inquired about possible ways to return the depositors' money with chairperson of Guna Cooperatives, Rajendra Shakya, today itself. The Interpol had issued diffusion notice against GB Rai and had listed him as a fugitive in January earlier this year. A group involving Rai has been alleged of embezzling around 7 billion rupees of depositors' money of 6 cooperatives, including Pokhara's Surya Darshan Cooperative. A scuffle had been reported at the Juvenile Center in Naubasta of Banke's Bajnath Rural Municipality. Banke police said that 6 individuals were injured in the scuffle between 2 groups. 4 injured individuals have been taken to Bheri Hospital in Nepalganj for treatment, while 2 others are being treated at the Chiching Hospital in Kohalpur. Chief of Naubasta Juvenile Center, Shyam Bahadur Rana, said that the scuffle had occurred regarding the transfer of 4 juvenile inmates to Birganj, who were later returned to Naubasta. He said that the situation was brought under control after the inmates were assured that their 8-point demand would be addressed. Police have said that 114 juvenile inmates had assaulted each other's group within the Juvenile Center premises. Scuffle had been reported at the Juvenile Center on several occasions in the past as well. Time now for our segment, Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Before that, let's take a look at the result from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked, what's your take on the dispute in Gandaki province between the province government and transport entrepreneurs regarding ride-sharing apps? 82% voted for A, Transport Entrepreneurs Syndicate, 7% for B, insufficient government procedure, and 11% for C, find solution through talks. And here's today's question. What's your take on leaders' indulgence in blame game at the parliament as investigation on corruption scandals begin? The options are A, investigation should be carried out immediately, B, power politics, and C, efforts to dilly-dally. Voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. The number of Royal Bengal tigers has tripled in Nepal within the past 12 years. This has been considered a remarkable feat in terms of wildlife conservation. However, incidents of tiger attacks on humans have equally increased. The number of tigers in the country in 2010 was 121, while it had reached 355 by 2022. This shows that efforts for the conservation of tigers has been effective for the conflict. But the conflict between tigers and human has also increased, with the main reasons being lack of food, destruction of the habitat, and encroachment of forest, among others.
The park has the highest number of tigers in Nepal at 128. The number of tigers in Bardia has reached 125. Likewise, there are 25 tigers in Baque, 41 in Parsa, and 36 in Suklafata. The increase in the number of tigers in Nepal has been attributed to prevention of poaching and smuggling of wild animals, conservation and management of the habitat, expansion of national parks, and establishment of wildlife corridors with India.
हामी उसको वासस्थानमा गएर एन्काउन्टर भयौं रे भनौं न पोथीले बच्चा हुर्काएको बेलामा झम्का भेट भयो भने या बाघ चाहिँ नि बुढो बाघ भेटियो भने बुढो बाघ चाहिँ अब उले शिकार गर्न नसक्ने अवस्थामा भयो भने गाउँको नजिक नजिक आउने त्यस्तो खालको बाघहरू र अर्को भनेको चाहिँ नि यङ पनि तर चाहिँ नि डोमिनेन्ट मेल हैन जुन चाहिँ एकदमै डोमिनेन्ट मेलले चाहिँ नि या फिमेलले पुश गरेर त्यो बोर्डरमा आएको पेरिफेरीमा आएर गाउँ नजिक नजिक आएको जनावरहरुसँग चाहिँ झम्का भेट भयो भने त्यो एटेक हुन सक्छ।
बाघ भनेपछि जोसुकैले पनि एकदमै हेर्न रुचाउने मन पर्ने र अनि एकदमै डराउने चाहिँ चीज भएको हुनाले चाहिँ फोटोग्राफरदेखि लिएर विभिन्न यो संस्थाहरूले पनि बाघलाई नै धेरै नै फोकस गरेर बाघ सम्बन्धीको चाहिँ अब प्रोजेक्टहरू कन्जर्भेसनहरूले पनि अब गरिराखेको हुन्छन्।
The summit of 13 tiger range countries held in St. Petersburg, Russia in 2010 had committed to double the tiger population within a decade. Nepal has become the first country to achieve this goal. Nepal's historic success has been acknowledged by the international fraternity. However, the government has remained indifferent towards protecting human lives in the surrounding areas of the national parks.
कुन चाहिँ बाघहरू मानिससित द्वन्द्वमा आउन सक्छ पहिला नै पहिचान गर्ने र द्वन्द्वमा आउनुभन्दा अगाडि नै व्यवस्थापन गर्ने अर्को बाघ रहेको राष्ट्रिय निकुञ्ज मध्यवर्ती क्षेत्रका जनताहरूलाई र वरिपरिको जुन जुन तराई ल्यान्डस्केपको बाघ रहेको ठाउँका जनताहरूलाई उनीहरूको आनीबानीमा परिवर्तन गर्नको लागि एजुकेसन बाघको आनीबानी सम्बन्धी दिनु पर्यो।
With the increase in the number of tigers, challenges regarding their management, minimization of human-wildlife conflict, and improvement of the habitat have also increased. 90% of nature-loving tourists are keen to spot tigers. The Department of Wildlife Conservation and National Parks claims that such tourists visit Nepal solely to spot a Royal Bengal tiger. Tigers lie at the apex of the food chain as they are one of the main predators that hold the food web together by controlling the population of primary and secondary consumers.
नेपालीले भन्दा पनि विदेशीहरूले चाहिँ एक किसिमको उनीहरुले अचम्म लाग्दो रहेछ हैन जो नेपालमा पनि बाघ यति क्लोज अप शट हान्नु पाउँदो रहेछ भनेर हैन मलाई कति मेरो साथीहरुले सोध्छ हामी आए पनि बाघ फोटो खिच्न सक्छ सक्दैन भनेर त्यस्तो सोध्छ।
The increase in the number of tigers in Nepal has sent a positive message across the world. The country now has the responsibility of proper management of tigers and identification of opportunities to reap benefits.
In our Public Voice segment, today we have asked what should be done for proper management of tigers amid their increasing numbers. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
बाघसँग सम्बन्धित यसको वासस्थानको सुधारका कार्यक्रमलाई अझै घनीभूत ढङ्गले अगाडि बढाउनु पर्यो।
निकुञ्ज वरिपरिको जनसमुदायको पनि सुरक्षित आवासको सुनिश्चितता गर्दै हामीले सहकार्यमा काम गर्नुपर्छ।
मेनली त उसको आहारा बढाउनु पर्छ।
संरक्षित क्षेत्रभन्दा बाहिर चाहिँ नि नजानी व्यवस्थापन कसरी गर्न सकिन्छ भन्नेमा जोड दिने हो।
निकुञ्जहरूलाई व्यवस्थित गरेर जङ्गललाई कसरी जोगाउन सकिन्छ भन्ने कुराको स्पष्ट नीति ल्याएर अगाडि बढ्न जरुरी छ।
बाघको घर भनेकै जङ्गल हो के र त्यसको लागि त जङ्गलको क्षेत्रफल बढाउनु पर्यो।
जङ्गलको व्यवस्थापन गर्न सक्यो भने बाघको व्यवस्थापन गर्न सकिन्छ।
प्रशस्त मात्रामा चाहिँ आहारा तथा पानीको चाहिँ व्यवस्थापन गर्नुपर्छ।
जनताहरूलाई चाहिँ जनचेतना अभिवृद्धिको कार्यक्रमहरू ल्याउनु पर्छ।
अन्डरपासेस बनाउनु पर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ। मेन किनभने रोडबाट आउने जाने गर्छ नि त बाघहरू त मेन बाटो रोडमै एट्याक बढी भइरहेको कारणले गर्दा
वन क्षेत्र बढाउनु पर्यो र त्यसको आरबिआरमा चाहिँ विशेष ध्यान पुर्याउनु पर्ने हुन्छ।
छुट्टै किसिमको बाटो बनाएर बाघहरू हिँड्ने ठाउँको हामीले सुरक्षित ठाउँ बनाउन सक्यौँ भने पनि त्यसरी हुन्छ।
बाघहरूलाई पनि क्षति पुग्नु भएन र मानवलाई पनि क्षति नपुग्ने किसिमले चाहिँ तारबारको व्यवस्थापन गर्यो भने यसलाई व्यवस्थापन गर्न सकिन्छ।
Time now for international update. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his opposition rival Edmundo Gonzalez were each claiming victory in a presidential election this morning after a vote marred by accusations of underhand tactics and isolated incidents of violence. The country's electoral authority said Maduro had won a third term with 51% of the vote, despite multiple exit polls which pointed to an opposition win. The authority said opposition candidate Gonzalez won 44% of the vote, though the opposition had earlier said it had reasons to celebrate and asked supporters to continue monitoring vote counts. Maduro, appearing at the presidential palace before cheering supporters, said his re-election was a triumph of peace and stability and reiterated his campaign trail assertion that Venezuela's electoral system was transparent. Fireworks sounded over Caracas as lighted drones formed a brightly colored image of Maduro in the sky above the presidential palace. Opposition leader Maria Corina Machado said Gonzalez had won 70% of the vote and that multiple independent exit polls and quick counts decisively showed his victory. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the United States had serious concerns that the result did not reflect the will or the votes of the Venezuelan people. Blinken called for electoral authorities to publish a detailed tabulation of votes. Venezuela's military has always supported Maduro, a 61-year-old former bus driver and foreign minister, and there have been no public signs that leaders of the armed forces are breaking from the government. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.